I have just traveled 7 hours straight south through Illinois to the Shawnee National Forest. Lots of flat farmland, eventually getting into some oil fields, and then suddenly, boom, we're in the hills. And it's absolutely gorgeous. And I am at Garden of the Gods. I've been here before. I was here last year during peak color. I'll put a link to that video up, one somewhere up here. Not my best video. My camera just broke and I had a very shaky video, so it wasn't the best. But this one is just for a campground tour, and this is start of a series of campgrounds in the Shawnee National Forest down here in southern Illinois that I'm going to be doling out over the next couple weeks. So first one, Garden of the Gods. Let's go check that out. Good morning from Shawnee National Forest and Pharaoh Campground in Garden of the Gods recreation area. We're going to check out this little campground and show you why you would want to come here to this location in southern Illinois. So we're only 13 sites here, $10 a night, $5 with Golden Age Pass. It's not easy to get in here. This is a first come, first serve. I came here on a Monday night, so I had a chance of getting in. Signs looked like it was pretty full even this weekend, which was mid-November. Although it was colder over the weekend than it is now. I think we got a low of 45 last night. So mid-November, that's pretty good. Just past the self-registration pay station, there's a water pump. It's one of the crank ones. I don't really like those, but that's what they have here. And since it's late in season, that's closed. Here's site number 1. Now, as you go beyond these sites, there's a cliff. It drops off pretty dramatically right here. As you can see, nice flat, well, it slopes in and it flattens out here. Picnic table, fire ring, and a lantern pole in all of these locations. Actually, there's 2 lantern poles. But if we come back here, let me show you this cliff edge. These rock outcroppings. Now somewhere in this rock outcropping, easier access from below is the natural bridge. And as you can see, hopefully through the thin trees, just big, huge rolling hills. But you come here for the outcroppings. Now, since these are all first come, first serve, I don't have to give you a whole lot of detail on it because you can't reserve these sites. These are non-reservable ahead of time. Okay, site 2, and this is on the non-cliff side. Got a nice pad down there for a tent, 2 lantern poles, fire ring, put the table wherever you want. And the table just happens to be sitting here with an pretty much unused, brand new 2-room dome tent that sleeps 6 if you're cozy. Plus from that, over at 3, got a small flat spot up top, and then it slopes down. I wouldn't drive down further than that. These are all fairly small spots. Now, this is Tuesday morning. I'm here Tuesday morning, but big flat area over there, lots of room for tents. But they use this, the last tenants here, on Sunday. Sometime they left sometime Sunday with these monster logs that they got from down the way. But as you can see, they were burning those. And this is still plenty warm and burning down, and will be for a couple days. And they couldn't put it out because the water is turned off. Look at that lovely glow, and it is toasty warm. Ooh. Yeah, I could cook in there with no problem. This would actually be a great place to wrap things in foil and stick them in there. Still work beautifully. And I grabbed site 4 on the non-cliff side. Parked a little further over because that was more level than in here. Again, two lantern poles, a firing picnic table, and looking out into the woods. And I have seen deer and armadillo here. I'm not used to those guys yet. Okay, site 5. It's flat right here, then it starts to slope down. Plenty of room for tents along the edge of the cliff over there. And a nice view this time of year. Site 6, next to the pit toilets. This one's a little larger, but it is all sloped down. And plenty of room to put hammocks into this world if you wanted to. They do a nice job of raking the pine needles off to sort of designate the area. Site 7 with the Jeep and his rooftop tent on a trailer. Over there. Site 8. Reaching back into the woods here. This one's a lot more trees. This would be great for hammock tenting because the trees are in the midst of your setup. It's a good spot for a tent over there. Okay, site 8, I gotta show you this. Check out that tree. That's unusual. Site 9. Pretty good and flat. This one's probably the biggest, longest, flattest one. It slopes a little down, but I can kind of get a sense that that's how this one's used. But there was neighbors nearby, so I didn't do that. Site 10. This is a nice wide flat spot up front, wide enough for 2 vehicles comfortably. And a couple nice spots for tents in the back. This is all gravelly. It's not grassy and soft dirt, but alright, site 11 over here. I'll stock the firewood. And lastly, site 12 down here. And that's all the sites. So 10 minutes down the road from the campground, we get a nice, beautiful loop trail that is an incredibly popular trail. This is viewpoint number 1, looking over the road coming in off into the beautiful hills. But this isn't the place that you came for. Now they have this beautiful flagstone trail. That's the official trail. That, loop trail, 30-minute trail to take, but there's so much more than just this trail. This is what people come here for. So I came out here last year, and I came out here a couple weeks earlier than this when it was peak color and on a weekend. And this place was crazy with people. There was no way to get an empty shot like this, but it gave you a sense of scale. And there were people on every little rock top that you see out there. People were making their own adventure And there was a couple sitting down on a rock down there that was probably there for a couple hours, just meditating. So this is a choose your own level of adventure location. Yes, they say take the trail, but you may jump the gap as much as you want. No one's going to stop you. Get out to whatever viewpoint you want on whatever level of risk you're willing to take. Now out here is wilderness area. Right now I'm standing in a recreation area that is this little trail section. But out there, the Shawnee National Forest, or Garden of the Gods wilderness area. And I really thought that I would be able to come out here last night and get a good dark sky. There are a little less clouds than there are now, but that whole horizon was lit up and I didn't see any stars out there. I just had to look straight up to find the stars. So I had hoped to come out here to get some night photography out here with the stars, but all I saw was just white above the rocks. And a few meteors, because there was a little meteor shower out here last night too. What a beautiful place. So I don't even have any shots from last night. Now I'm in the middle of the formation. That's where I just was, looking back at where I am and beyond, down to Camel Rock down there, which from this angle doesn't look like a camel, only from over there. I'll work my way down. There's a couple more sections, but I'm not going to put too much detail into this. Now I'm basically standing under where I just was. And how many double smokestacks are there across the country? I know of at least 2 in Illinois. How many more are there? There's Camel Rock from behind. Again, the wilderness. Double smokestack just on the other side of that rock here. Here mid-trail, there's an info sign explaining these bizarre rock formations. So basically, as the sediment was layering down at the ocean bottom, sometimes the layers were iron, and the iron solidified and made harder than the rock, than the sandstone. So it kind of creates that areas where certain layers erode faster than others to get these wonderful weird swirls. And these wonderful caves around here too to explore. So on a busy day, this will be crawling with people because it's easy to climb off the trail. And you can climb all the way through from over there, up and down through here. And there's more little pockets. And a wide area for the parents to hang out while the kids are exploring and getting their energy out. And really an interesting view of all the swirly rocks. Some sections of the official trail get a little narrow. So in an effort to keep this campground tour fairly brief, this is Garden of the Gods, Pharaoh Campground, only 12 sites, $10 a night, not a bad deal. I'm keeping this short because I have already been here. I was at Garden of the Gods last year. Like I said, I'll have that video here for you to see. Admittedly, it's a bit shaky. I had just broken my good camera and I was working on backup equipment. So it's not my best video, but it covers this place better than this one has. And I plan on hitting more of the state forest campground or national forest campgrounds in the Shawnee National Forest in the next couple days. Myself, over the next couple of weeks, you will see those. So that's something you'll be watching over the winter, hopefully, to plan for next year. So thanks for coming along on this journey. I hope you got something out of it. Get on out there and watch out for deer.